how impactful do you think he can be on this year's team? I'm not asking for predictions in terms of points per game. I would never do that to you, Morgan.
Okay.
Hey, podcast reviewer, that was one of those jokes. Anyway,
knock it off.
No, go ahead. But seriously, what type of expectations do you have for him in his rookie campaign?
After everything we've seen, especially, and again, after Summer League, it was, this guy can make an impact right now. And then you're hearing more things through training camp, and then you see it in the first preseason game, and you against all NBA players.
Yeah.
It's especially the time that he was on the floor before they put in second units. And what was that headline before LeBron and AD, chipped away or did what they needed to do? What was it?
Morgan, sometimes you're so bad at setting up what it was. So you're talking about the NBA.com story on the Kings-Lakers game.
Yes.
This is what we call context to the story. Not just bits and pieces that only I understand, so everyone understands. Share with the classroom. The headline was on NBA.com. Remember, the Kings won 105-75, 30-point game. LeBron Davis getting some reps.
That's
and
what it
lost
was
to the Kings.
So even though they got him reps, Keegan Murray was playing against them. He was guarding LeBron James for a little bit. And I just felt like he belonged. He belonged with these NBA players. And for me, it's hard to just make that judgment of what exactly he is going to be this season. But my God, he's going to be one of the Kings' top players and going to be an impact player.
That's a strong statement.
Absolutely it is. And I truly believe that. And I have no doubt in my mind that even if he hits a rookie wall or his mentality or his confidence goes down a little, you see this guy? He can get out of it.
I asked Keegan Murray today after practice, I know he's played summer league games, but did it feel any different going up against like NBA caliber talent? Here's that clip.
Against other NBA talent. I know you played summer league, but obviously playing against high caliber talent. Is there anything that surprised you?
Yeah, I wouldn't say surprised. I'd just say just getting the experience helps a lot. Just playing against bigger guys, guys that have been around the league for a while. They know kind of the little things, offensively, defensively. So it's just staying on your toes all the time is the biggest thing for me right now.
That's Keegan Murray. Yeah, I am with you. I think he's going to be very impactful because I think the demeanor does matter. And I just think he's got great size, high basketball IQ.
Yes.
He knows where to be on the court. The one play where he threw the lob to Rashawn was something that jumped out to me because it's not necessarily something you saw at Iowa, right? He was more get him the ball and get out of his way. He's going to go get buckets. Now, all of a sudden, he's rolling off a couple of screens, getting the ball.
Understanding his teammate can play above the rim.
Yeah.
Those things matter.
Absolutely. And so just seeing those flashes, I think he just, with his size and shooting ability, could help it. When you factor in other things, I think he's going to help the team a lot. He's going to be, in my opinion, he'll be in the Rookie of the Year conversation because he is ready to go now. He's got the want, he's got the desire, he's got the smarts, and then he's got the physical attributes to go along with it.
And this isn't just one of those like, oh, we're excited in Kingsland, so this is what we're going to be excited about and say before the season. No, I think if you watch other preseason games too, I know Ivy the other night ended up having his 16-point game, had some really nice drives to the basket, but he still had those moments, especially defensively, where you just saw Brunson take it by him, right? And it was like his arms were down in that same place. He's a rookie. He's going to learn. He's going to develop. Yeah. He's younger. All those things. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, and comparing to someone that is just ready for those moments to be put on LeBron James in game one and go.
Hacks in the chat says, OMFG, pump the brakes. Let's see him play 10 games first. Yeah, no.
I appreciate that, especially me.
I mean, I did not actually induct him into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame today. I just think he's going to be impactful. And I think it's not only because of his skill level, it's also what else is around him on this team. And I think when you've got Fox, you have Sabonis, you have another guy in Herter that can get buckets, right? Malik Monk. There's some nice spacing on this team. He can shoot it. He's in a pretty solid situation, in my opinion, because he's not necessarily being thrown in right away. Like Banchero in Orlando, you know how I feel. I love Paulo Banchero.
Yeah.
But like he's gonna take some lumps along the way, right? Because there's a lot of pressure. There's gonna be a lot of attention on him right away, where Keegan's not gonna face that same attention because of what's around him at this point.
And that's I'm so excited that a young guy gets to come into Sacramento and have that time and have that space and be like, okay, they're depending on this guy. They're depending on this guy who has established himself in the league. And I'm talking about Sabonis, obviously, because then you're not asked to do everything right away. And you can take your time to see the game at a different pace, your pace, and develop the right way.
In the chat, what are your expectations? I saw some people saying Rookie of the Year. We saw Hack saying, all right, tap the brakes a little bit. I'm curious what how the chat feels about where Keegan can factor in this season. I mean, if I told you this season he averaged 15 and 6.
You're just messing with me. Okay.
15 and 6.
I'd be like, holy shit, that's amazing. What? Like that seems like
See,
a lot.
15 seems maybe it could be high, right?
Yeah. If they're there,
What about
things are great.
But here's the thing with him.
What?
He's not like a ball dominant. He's so efficient, right? Like, it's not like you're like, hey, he needs 20 shots to get points. He could take 4 shots. You're like, how's he at 22 points right now? You know, he gets to the line, hits some threes.
Pass him the rock.
Yeah.
Pass him the rock, especially when you need something to happen on the offensive end.
It would not shock me if he was like a 13 to 15 point a game guy for the Kings.
You know how I feel about setting these numbers and expectations. Come on. I'm not asking you to make a prediction, but does that sound ridiculous? No. The reason why that's even hard for me to see right now is because I don't know what De'Aaron Fox is going to be. I don't know what Sabonis is necessary. Like there was early on in this.
Just to be clear, though, you have seen them play in the NBA before.
Just to be clear,
okay.
I have seen these NBA players actually play on an NBA floor, and I know what they're capable of. But now I'm looking at it. I don't know if you know this. It's a team sport. And so what I'm thinking about when they're in this team situation, especially on the offensive end, that it's hard for me to make that prediction, is Sabonis going to be more aggressive at the hoop? Again, the other game against the Lakers, it was like, did he even get a shot off in the first, a couple minutes that he was in? I needed him to square up to the basket, body up, go hard in the paint, whatever. I want to see that aggressive nature also from Sabonis. He needs to be that threat.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm just saying.
Played 15 minutes, for
I
sure.
know,
Yes.
but that's my whole point is like, well, if he's doing more of that, though, then, yeah, it's going to take away from Keegan or a shooter or whatever.
I am excited to see kind of what the distribution is like in minutes for the next preseason game, because you played literally all 20 guys. Brown said just a little bit ago, 15 at most. So,
At
I mean,
most.
15 is still a lot.
Yeah.
But the starters would play into the second half. Do you think they start Keegan next game, or do you think that maybe he gives KZ another run, like extended minutes with that group to start?
I think he gives KZ another run.
I agree.
And that's just, I'm going off of what he said at practice and what he wants to see from KZ and what he's capable of. And you use this time to do that. And so, yeah, I feel like that's going to be the direction.